Hi friends, welcome to HP Homestyle Cooking. I hope all are doing good and great. Today I'm going to show you a very yummy snack, Sanna Karapusa or Oma Podi or save recipe. It's very easy to prepare, only the ingredients matters. The main ingredient for this will be the chickpea flour or the basin. I just add little rice flour to make it crispier, not more. So let's have a quick look at the ingredients. Firstly, we need basin, rice flour, chili powder, salt and hot oil and water and the murukku press of course. So I'll let you know the ratio of basin and rice flour I use. For 1 cup of basin, I use 1 teaspoon of rice flour. I prepared 4 cups of basin and rice flour. I took 4 cups of basin and 4 teaspoon of rice flour. And murukku press, for first batch alone I just used the thick holes and later I used the actual Karapusa mold, and I have used 4 teaspoon of chili powder. That was enough for me. So add basin in a wide bowl. For 4 cups I am going to add now. On the other day I prepared 8 cups, but I'll just show you the 4 cups how I have done it. Now add the rice flour, and it's very easy to prepare, and the Karapusa, it will take very less time to fry also. Only thing you just need to keep the dough ready. Chili powder and salt. Once you add all the dry ingredients, you have to add the hot oil, maybe around 2 spatulas, so that it will be soft instead of butter. So once that is done, just mix it well. You get crumbles, and then you can add water little by little. So for 4 cups, around 2 cups of water. Like it should be the consistency of chapati dough. It should be a tight dough, not a soggy or a watery dough for this Karapusa, because the holes are very thin. So as seen in the video, the dough is ready, and make sure to grease the murukku press mold, the hole, the shape, the thin holes, that everything you have to grease it. Only then it will be non-sticky. So as seen, you just close it properly, and first I've used the thick holes one. So as seen in the video, press it and then press it gently so that it goes into the oil and fry. So let it fry on the both sides. Once the bubble settles down and the oozing sound also settles down, then it means that it is cooked and it is fried, so that you can serve it into a plate. Let it dry properly, and then you can store it in a container and have it whenever you want. So once this first batch is done, then I have used the thin holes mold. So I have replaced the thick holes. So as seen, this is a thick Karapusa. So now for the second batch onwards, I have used the thin mold. So this is the exact Karapusa, and this literally takes very less time to fry and get cooked, maybe less than a minute, that's all, because it's very thin. So once it is cooked on one side, you can flip it over on the other side. So once both sides are cooked, you can just put it on a plate so that the oil gets drained, and it requires very less oil. It absorb very less oil. If you prepare a tight dough, it will actually absorb very less oil. That is what I came to know while my preparation. So repeat the same process for all the batches of the dough. The yummy Karapusa Omapodi was taste awesome, and everyone liked it in our house. So I prepared this much as in a steel container, and the important note is you have to use fresh oil, not the reused oil, as it will create the smell, and because we are going to retain it for a week. I hope you like this recipe. Do subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you. Bye.